In Louisville, Kentucky, they love thoroughbreds who know how to run down the stretch and get to the wire first. And certainly, they've seen plenty of them here. From Johnny Unitas to Lamar Jackson, today, the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Okay, ready?
On first down, here comes this offense.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Brings up second down.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Jackrabbit.
He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Slips through the line. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So NC State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
They go to the ground. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Okay.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Dropping back, it's Hendricks. Setting up the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here.
Here we go.
Looking for a gap. It's Toner. They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out. Yeah, and you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. And a lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now, forcing a 3rd down.
Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running games? On the option. He'll keep it himself. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
It looks like the offense just had the defense confused on that option play. Nobody accounting for the pitch man. Running back able to walk in.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this.
Oh, the ball squirts out. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Ready,
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. On the move, it's Toner. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Green 25.
On the move. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's Hendricks. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. Looking for the score. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put it in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry about it.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Going with the ground game left. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Short fields make successful offenses. Just what they want here. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here at home.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25.
Get set, get set.
DBs will try to keep everything in front. Gets it out quickly. The Cardinals get it past the sticks. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Ready.
Comes out throwing on first down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats.
Jackrabbit.
Off the play fake on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense. Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains, to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Hendricks. Feeling some heat. Ball in the air. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
The sure hands. It's Bryant. At the 40, there he goes. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. And the freshman does a great job using his technique in getting the man on the ground. And the Cardinals moving quickly to the line. The run from the shotgun. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over Tulsa. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Now on the option. The pitch. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Hendricks. Dumps it off in the flats. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop farmer and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
3rd down play from the gun. Gets it out fast. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
And the Cardinals have a 1st down.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the 1st down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that 1st down.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him?
On the double.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
Okay, ready?
Third and goal coming up here.
Fire.
He'll set up to throw. And the misconnection on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He got it. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants from this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Dropping back, it's Hendricks. Caught. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's Bryant. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Wants to throw on first down. Still looking, on the move. Turns it on in midfield. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10.
Set. Hut.
He wants to throw. Looking down the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
And he's wrestled to the ground. Man. As the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
On the double.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
Igloo. Igloo.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville. And it'd be easy to say these 2 offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
Just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Ogden. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes.
Going downfield for the big play. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And once he got loose, it was all over. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Guys, wanted to give you an update on the Deep South's oldest rivalry between Georgia and Auburn. Georgia looked less like a pack of dogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough between the hedges, and today they found a way outside of Sanford Stadium. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He'll start this drive firing. Bought a little time, lets it go. He makes the connection. Tackled immediately after the catch. They'll line up for a second down play.
Cricket.
He's looking to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Cardinals headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. He's going to pass. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it. Corner's going to give them room. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Dances away to buy time.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Let's go!
It's complete! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
They want to throw it. It's complete to the right. He gets it in. Touchdown, Louisville. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job in the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Hendricks. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Trying to get to him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This quarterback really is going to have to be aware in this game of trying to find lanes to throw into when he's throwing over the middle of the field, because this D-line does a great job getting their hands in the air.
Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
Quarterback will audible. Going up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense.
Man, that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play. He drops back, first down. Got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a first down, new set of downs, new set of problems.
Off he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Cardinals will hustle to the line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Immediately fires to the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Second down coming up. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on third. Wide receiver shows motion. Back to throw, it's Hendricks. It's complete to the left. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Got it.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Cricket.
Just feeds the running back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short.
Green 25.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Looks as if NC State has a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Sweet feet on the move. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now the toss. Touchdown, NC State! And the route is on. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little...
It's complete. A huge pickup. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown Cardinals. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Makes the catch. It's Toner. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10.
29.
The give to the left. Just ran over it. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
Spider.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Okay, ready?
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Running back goes in motion. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get 1st downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up 1st downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Ready?
NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
On the
2nd and goal coming up. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the...
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down. Short gain on the play before he slides.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10.
Moves.
He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. On the move, he fires. He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
How hard is that as a linebacker when you're trying to cover a running back on that angle route who runs routes like that, right? He thought he was going to the flat. He was barreling towards the sideline, trying to knock that ball away, and all of a sudden he gets crossed up, and that's just too easy giving up that 1st down.
Ready up.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Cardinals! What a grab and go for the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too. On the
Lofts one high and deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, ball's incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And the pummeling has started. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got his man to the left. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. If you like the stats, and I know you do, He's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well stick with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a
shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And the beatdown has ensued. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming.
Cobra.
Wide out in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Illegal touches. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Okay, ready?
A great spot to start this drive for the offense.
Slab. Ready, go.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33.
Let's go. Ready.
From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Ready, ready.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. On fourth down, going to the air. Fires toward the end zone. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.